Welcome back to Brick by Brick. Today we're going to be doing a matchup between a hypothetical Democrat and a hypothetical Republican. In this case, it's just going to be generic ballot, Republican versus Democrat, and this is going to be the Republicans' best case scenario. So I've already characterized all the safe and likely states. Republicans are doing pretty well right out of the gate. They're at 217 compared to the Democrats' 177. And we're going to first classify some. We'll go with a few of the lean states, and I do think that, we'll just jump around. So I think New Mexico most likely will end up in the Democratic column. It is generally a pretty reliable Democratic state. It is usually a little bit less blue than Colorado, but nonetheless still a Democratic state. And Trump did quite well in New Jersey. I believe it was close to a 5-point margin. So I do think that it's possible Republicans are able to do that well again, but I do think at the end of the day, it is a pretty safe blue state. In this case, it's going to be lean, but we're going to give that distinction to the state of New Jersey. And then in the state, we will go with a tilt, and this is best case scenario for the Republicans. So I do think Maine would most likely end up being the Democratic column, even in a good situation for the Republicans, but that second district would be in Republican hands. And then I think I don't remember which district is which, but one of them will be a solid Republican, the one that is outside of Omaha, and then the Omaha area, I will give it as a lean red rating. Then we will go towards the tilt states. I think that Virginia and Minnesota most likely are going to end up being in the Democratic column, but I do think that things will probably get better for the Republicans. I'm going to go with a margin of about that. And I do think that it is very possible Minnesota switches. We'll have to see. It also depends on the candidate quality who's selected. But I'm actually going to give this back to the Democrats. So we have, and I think it will be a different story in New Hampshire, resulting in a 4 electoral college vote pickup for the Republicans. And then we will go towards, I think, these 2 states in the South for the Republicans will be pretty reliable, especially in a best case scenario. And then I think that would also be the case for Arizona and Nevada. Nevada, I think, will be a little more narrow just because it's had a history of voting for Democrats. It did go for Trump in 2024, so we know it's possible. But for now, this is my prediction for what it would look like for a Republican's best case scenario in the 2028 presidential election. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.